My name is Sousa, and I'm the Senior Wellness Coordinator in the Athletics and Recreation Department at Seneca College. And today we have some sun salutations and a little yoga flow of standing postures for you today, just a quick little break. So if you would like, roll yourself out your yoga mat. You don't have to have a mat, a towel is fine too, or find a nice carpeted area in your home. And if you have a yoga block or a can of soup today, you may need that for one of our postures. You don't have to have it, but it's just another way to, an easier way for our beginners to get into our postures is to use a yoga block, or a soup can will work fine as well. Grab yourself some water, some oils if you have them. Remember to go at your own pace, take breaks as needed, and if you experience faintness, dizziness, pain, or shortness of breath today, please stop. So my oils today are Quick Steady by Sage. So I chose Quick Steady today because it's a mental alertness remedy. So feeling a little sluggish today. Maybe need to get myself another tea, perhaps. But this is to help awaken the mind and the brain. So I'm going to do that and set an intention with positive energy. So that's my intention today. You can set an intention as well for yourself, for your practice, for your day, whatever is your truth. So my truth today is I need some extra energy. So hopefully that oil helps me. We can start to deepen our breath here, find a nice comfy seat. Take 2 deep breaths this way. If you don't have your oils, it's totally fine. You could be here or hands at the third eye. Breathing deeply, getting ready to take a little time for ourselves. One more big breath in. And exhale it out. Let's find our way to the top of our mat to start moving through some sun salutations today. So sitting at the front of our mat, we're going to get into mountains, so feet are hip width apart. We're going to loop our shoulders back here, making sure we're standing up nice and tall. Big breath in. Exhale it out. And on our next inhale, let's reach up, high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop that right foot back, runner's lunge. Exhale, plant our palms, and our left foot comes back to plank. And from here, we can chaturanga to up dog on our inhale, or we can just drop to our belly and baby cobra it up. Inhale here. Exhale, let's find our downward facing dog. Pedal it out, or hold still here with our thighs spiraling in. Big breath in, exhale it out. On your next inhale, let's drop that left heel, right foot comes up. We're gonna bring it between our hands here into our runner's lunge. Exhale, left foot meets our front foot, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's root to rise. Really curling here, nice and slow. Looping those shoulders back, hands follow. And exhale, hands at heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot comes back, runner's lunge. Exhale, left foot comes back to our plank. Inhale, chaturanga to up dog or belly to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath here, big inhale. Let it all go. Inhale, drop that right foot this time. Left foot comes up, runner's lunge. Exhale, Our right foot meets our left foot at the front of the mat. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. And inhale, we root to rise. Exhale, hands come together, and we find them at heart center here. Let's do that one more time. We should feel here our breath kind of quickening, moving our body here. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and long here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back to runner's lunge. Nice deep stretch. Exhale, plant those palms. We're going back into plank here. On our inhale, yogi's choice, I'm going to take my chaturanga to my up dog today. You can do your belly to cobra. And on an exhale, let's all find ourselves in our downward facing dog. Last one of today's practice. Let's drop our left heel, right foot will come up. Inhale into our runner's lunge. Shine that heart forward. Exhale, rock that left foot to meet our front foot. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Neck nice and long. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Nice and slow, nice big stretch. Up top, let's do a slight back bend here. And we'll exhale, hands at our heart center. So let's move into our first standing posture here. Get comfy. We're gonna be here in mountain pose. So just where we started, I'm gonna turn to my side here. What we really wanna be focusing on is having a nice, strong, straight line here. So we're gonna be looping our shoulders, thinking our shoulders together and down. So when we're here, hands will come at our side, our feet are hip width apart, and let's just breathe. You could do a few neck rolls here as well if you'd like. We'll only be here for 2 breaths. Another big deep breath in, sending all of the awareness that's needed to any parts of our bodies here. And on an exhale, we're gonna let it all go. So we're gonna move into our half moon posture. So if you wanna take your feet here to just past hip width apart here, and we're gonna slightly turn both toes in. So turning both toes in here, and then this is gonna give our back foot that 45-degree angle that we're looking for, and we're going to twist our left toes to face the front of our mats here. So we're on a 45 here, and we're on a front axle here with our front foot. So from here, we're going to do a quick little hop. So you're bringing your foot about halfway to where it was, still on that 45, because what we're gonna be doing now is inhaling up, and we're gonna exhale, kind of reaching forward here, and we're gonna have our left hand come down to the front of our mat. So we're on the outside of our left foot here, and this is where a yoga block can be great. I'm gonna slide back so you can see me. This is where a yoga block can come into place, or a can of soup. If you place it on the left outside of your foot and just slightly in front, it will help you with this posture. So again, from here, we're going to inhale, right hand comes to our right hip, keeping our shoulders away from our ears. We're going to micro bend in that left foot, and exhale, we're going to lift up with our right. So this can be our half moon. If you want a little more push and pull, you can lift that right arm straight up high to the sky. Lots of integrity here. 2 breaths. Exhale it out. Inhale it in. Chest shining forward. And exhale, slowly release. So with your foot back to where we first started, let's stand up straight. If you did use a block, then let's move it on to our other side. Toes will again face in slightly. We're gonna take a big inhale in. And on an exhale, let's take that right foot this time and we're going to face it forward on our mat. We're going to do our slight hop of our foot forward here. And again, inhale in, hands will come up high to the sky. Exhale, let's bring both hands forward and you can swing this one right up to that left hip here to help you. So left hand goes to left hip. And again, you can be using your block here on this side and a slight micro bend in that right leg this time. Adjust as needed to where you're feeling comfortable so that we can, on an inhale, come up and off of our foot here, on our left foot this time, and opening up with our hip. So from here, again, if you don't have, I'm gonna back up. If you don't have a block and you're wondering what this looks like, let's see if I can do it. Our hand will be down here. So you will be here for half moon for your 2 breaths, or you can be here where you open. I have trouble looking up at the camera for this one, but if you can lift up, go ahead. 2 breaths here. And a big breath in. And on an exhale, with control, let's bring that left foot back down. And we're going to come back up to our standing posture, which is basically our mountain at the front of our, or the center of our mat. So from here, we're going to move into our tree pose. So tree pose is, you know, the yoga pose that everybody sees, but we want to make sure that we're not pressing into any of our joints. So we can be here today, where we're pressing in above the knee to our thigh. We can be here today, which is just below the knee, kind of our calf, or we can be where our toes are touching the ground here for tree. Please don't press into your ankles or press into the side of the knee. Not good for our joints. So let's start with our right leg up. You're gonna put some of our weight here, so you're gonna shift, do a shift of weight to our left side this time. We're going to lift up with our right leg. So whichever place you're comfortable, we'll see if, with this being a balance, it's a balancing posture. So standing here in tree, we're going to take 2 deep breaths. So the trick to this is push out with you're really pushing your left thigh. You're doing a squeeze, really. You're trying to squeeze as much as you can here to find that balance and to feel more secure. So another big breath in. Smiling, exhale it out. Slowly coming out of that posture. Shake it out if you need to. We're going to do the same thing on our left side here. So we're going to put our weight on our right side this time. And we're going to lift up. See if this works on this side. There we go. And we'll be here for 2 breaths, standing up nice and tall. Making sure our shoulders are away from our ears. Smiling, because yoga should be fun, doesn't need to be stuffy. Exhale it out. Let's stay here for 1 more. Big inhale in. And on this exhale, slowly release. So both feet come down to our mat here. We're going to move into our warrior pose. So if you want to stand at the front of your mat again, kind of where we started with our sun salutations, we're going to take an inhale in, and on an exhale, we're going to drop our foot back. So let's start with our left foot. So inhale, left knee will come up, and exhale, we're going to drop it down into our slight lunge with a 45-degree angle. So our left foot should be at our 45, and our right foot should be facing the front of our mat. So let's get comfortable here. So do some adjustments. We shouldn't be on a single axis here. You really should be thinking about left and right. So this leg should be on a left side and our right leg should be on the right side so that you feel more confident. And we really should be thinking about drawing in between our 2 thighs here, our inner thighs. So from here, we're going to exhale, drop in to that right knee here. And on an inhale, we're going to inhale both arms up, and we're going to hold it here, warrior 1, for 2 breaths. Adjust if needed. If you want to get into a deeper stretch, walk your right toes out a little bit. Big inhale here. And on an exhale, hands will come down, we'll come up slightly, and we'll kind of do a hop to the front of our mat. So we're standing here in our same pose that we started again in mountain. On an inhale, we're going to bring our right knee up this time. And on an exhale, step it back. So we're going to step back, that right leg is now on a 45, and our left is facing the front of our mat. So from here again, adjust as needed, find that left and right axis, and here we go. Inhale in, we're going to exhale, drop into that left thigh here. Our knee starts to drop down. And on an inhale, we're thinking up. Pinkies are out and away, facing forward. And we'll stay here for 2 breaths, warrior 1. Let's stay here for our inhale. And on our exhale, hands will drop down. Let's step right back up into our mountain pose. So let's take this one down to the ground here. We're gonna do a nice, juicy child's pose because these feel so good. So we're gonna drop down, knees are directly under our hips, and our hands here are underneath our shoulders. So we're here in tabletop. And from here, we want our big toes to kiss. So big toes touching in the center of our mat. And we're gonna put our right and left knees to the outside edges of our mat. And on an exhale, we're gonna sit back here onto our heels. And as we do that, we can walk our hands out. We're gonna be here for 3 breaths. See if our forehead can touch the mat. You can also come up and off onto your fingertips here to feel an even deeper stretch in the chest and side body, or you can just reach forward with every breath. We inhale, and on an exhale, you can see if you can walk your hands just a little bit forward, a little more just for deepening of a stretch here. One of my favorite postures here. Feeling very supported by your mat, by the ground. Inhale in. Exhale it out. One more inhale in. And on our exhale, let's come up onto our hands and let's find ourselves in a nice seated position to roll over here. We're gonna end our practice today in Shavasana on our backs. So we're gonna stay here for 5 breaths. Slowly roll it down here. Also known as corpse pose for a good reason. So tuck your shoulder blades underneath. It always feels a little better when we get our shoulder blades in the right position here. Our hands and feet should just fall away from the body. And we deepen our breath here. Inhale, and let it go. Big inhale here. And exhale. One more big inhale here. And biggest exhale you've taken all day. Let it all go. All of it. You can stay here again in Shavasana for as long as your body needs, or you can continue on with your practice and continue moving and finding what feels good for you today. You can also join us for some more awesome programming today. We've got 1 o'clock dance hall soca class, and at 3 o'clock we've got a salsa class for you. You can find the links for those fitness and wellness classes at senecasting.ca. And as well, we've got a great rec program coming up. It's the 21-day destination vacation challenge. It starts Monday, July 13th, and you can join up for that at seneca.walkertracker.com. And you can take this challenge by biking, walking, or running, so it's open to any of those this time. I know that we've done them before and that was a request for people, from people, so we're happy to offer that to all of you. And again, that starts on Monday, July 13th, and it's seneca.walkertracker.com to sign up for that. Namaste, everybody. Be well.